Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial conference matchup. He understands this will be the separator. Who will make it to Atlanta? This is the first step today. With both teams doing well in the conference so far, this will be the separator they need. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Kickoff to get this game underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So South Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. And here comes Lenoris Sellers. This quarterback, one of the best in the country, but boy, does he face a stiff challenge with a stingy unit on the other side. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. Sellers. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. And here comes Daniel Hill. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. They'll go play action with Mack. He's going to take a shot. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Let's talk about Alabama. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Direct snap. Here's a heat. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On his way back from the 20. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got it.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. You know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Now here's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job right there on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. Looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Mack. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Punt is on its way. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Sellers on the play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Quick completion on the out. He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
It's 3rd and 5. Throwing, Mack unloads to the wideout. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets it past the stick, slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a 4th down conversion.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Motion from the back. Austin Mack makes the grab. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mack. It's on target and complete.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Run in the red zone, it's Riley. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this 5-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude starting to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Calls his own number. Keeps it himself and gets the first. There's a crease. The 10 to the house. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. It's complete to the right. Right down the gut of the field. 10. Touchdown, Alabama! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Man, that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
Makes a move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Looking for space. It's Riley. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Looking left. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. The give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, Don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing Sellers. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got his man downfield. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. On the move at the 30. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the Sam Houston Bearcats. And it's the Red Raiders looking to move to 4-0 on the young season. And they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. And now over to your game at Bryant-Denny Stadium. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They'll up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Coming out of the locker room, Alabama's head coach told me this is exactly what he expected from 2 undefeated teams, very closely matched opponents, and that's exactly how it played out in the first half. But he believes his team is better, and they can make some noise here to start the second half. I'll let you know on how things are developing here on his sideline as the game goes on. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Mack. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Mack. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Hill. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking for space, it's Riley. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mack. Pocket breaking down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. In the red area, it's Hill. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Austin Mack makes a grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The run inside. It's Clark. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Play fake, Sellers. Bringing the heat. Quarterback's got the first. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Right back to it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Maybe some room here. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Mack makes the grab. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the first down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
And it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody. Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Now here's Matt. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing, Mack. Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. All the way back to the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So Mississippi State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Taylor wants to throw. They're working that left side. Knocked down for the tackle. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost. And
he lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get in a rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll try the counter. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Right back to the well. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. On target. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space with the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Austin Mack. He's got his man across the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to snag it? And there's running room. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Mack gets it out fast. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
running the red zone. It's Hill. Good. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Might have a chance. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now give it to Fluff. And he could not get loose on the run.
And a lot of times they'll fit up front. You know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious and he gets back in the fray shortly. He'll try to really get into this one. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. Here comes that Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Breaks the tackle. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might be calling a hot route. Going with the counter play here. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the O.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mack. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Training staff will take a look and will step aside. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Oh, he got loose. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these
fires into traffic, picked off. There's some room. Inside the and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Buys a little time with his feet. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. 1 man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got enough for the first. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. Just enough time to get off 1 more snap. Right back to the well. And they'll just play it safe with the run. Right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Now back to your game in Starkville. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Catching up with Coach Levy at the half, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Fluff Bothwell again. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Dances away to buy time. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Looking for room. It's Hill. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
They'll go play action with Mack. Makes a connection. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action with Mack. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Now here's Mack. Fakes to grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run a... I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic.
Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll run it. It's Hill. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Motion from the wideout. It's a reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
He's got an open man. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And as we start the 4th quarter, they'll try to knock 3 through the uprights. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. on the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Mississippi State right back to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, maybe a crease. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially their front 7. They are winning in the trenches so far this game.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bulldogs have this offense rolling.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14.
Man, you could tell this offense is frustrated, giving up another sack, and they're out of sync, out of sorts. They're just not used to this. This trigger man's usually good. This offense is usually good. They've had a day they would love to forget.
Taylor wants to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and, of course, the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. They'll go right back to him. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now facing a 3rd and long. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. There is no doubt. At this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. It's good, and that was dead solid purpose. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson. Early in this pregame, I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Makes the catch. Turns it on at midfield. Flying down the right side. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And this can happen on those 3rd and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big 3rd down conversion.
Direct snap. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for it.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns. Because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him. But there's got to be a plan, because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Quick handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Second and forever after the delay. Did they lose their play sheets? I mean, call a play already. They'll send the back in motion. Austin Mack. Under fire. Makes the grab down the middle. Pulled down for the tackle.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Working that left side now. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
Really nice job locking in by the quarterback that time on 3rd down. That was a completion you had to have. You're only down 3-0, I get it. It's your 2nd drive of the game, so lots of football to go, but you want to establish a rhythm and confidence as early as possible, and getting that completion on 3rd down was big.
Running inside. It's Hill. Makes it past the marker. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The lone back's got it. Got a little grass. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
We're only in the opening drive here, guys. He's already making his mark in this game. He is so dynamic from the running back position, and it's obvious in their game plan and what it entails. They are going to force feed him the rock and just wear this defense down.
Quarterback may change this route. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Trying to move them on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
From the gun on third down, it's Mack. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Oh, they blocked the kick. And they got it. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Picks up the first down. Still running at the 40. Oh, he found a space on the right. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again.
Number 91, set to kick this one away.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So first down here as they go back to work. Mack. Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. The run inside. It's Hill. Here's a little room there. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Looking for a man. It's Mack. Right on the money. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Give to the single back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing Mack. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Hits him with a stiff arm. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown tie. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Frazier. Got his man down the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. They'll go play action with Mack. Trying to beat the D deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on third down. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires toward the target. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get them in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard. Third in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Third and short now from their own 48. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Wiley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got the tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab on the left. There he goes. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Bulldogs take their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He's looking to pass. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's take a look at the Nebraska Cornhuskers taking on the number 3 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Huskers looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. Austin Mack. Got it. Shakes off the defender. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Back has it. Got a man. It's Mack. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, the inside give. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Mack makes a catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They'll go play action with Mack. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing Mack. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Again, it's Mack. Oh, they're after him. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They take the lead with the 6. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Frazier. Pocket breaking down. not getting a thing done on first down. It's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking downfield is Stockton. Gets it to him on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires one high and deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one up.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throwing right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. Frazier again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Finding open areas. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. There's a crease. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Motion from the back. See if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Georgia! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now breaks into the open. Inside the 50. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Bama! They move on top here in the fourth. The Tide answers back.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass. Still looking, on the move. Gets some yardage and gets down.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Works the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Couldn't get the chains moved there, and now this 4th down is so important.
And it's getting so critical now in this fourth quarter. We got to make some plays. This is probably go time. And here's the thing. At least you picked up some yards on 3rd down to make this a little bit more manageable on 4th.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Here's the pressure. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And I don't know what happened at halftime, but man, did this defense play night and day different. They got it together, and really, they gave so much momentum to their offense by continuing to get stops, playing totally different with energy, with passion. Palmer, it's a clinic from first half to second half to what this defense just did.
Yeah, kudos to the coaching staff, too, for the adjustments they were able to make at halftime and showing a couple of different looks here in the second half. But at the end of the day, it's about the Jimmies and the Joes on the field. Those guys were winning their one-on-one matchups defensively, shutting this offense out. And you're right, David, night and day, and that's why they're winning this game.
Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Off the play fake. Rush is on him. Being chased. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Tight game like this one late, and those types of mistakes can just crush you. Let's see what they've got on third and long. Pressure coming, and they got it.